Welcome back, everybody, to the Sports by Schmucks channel. We're here with a new NHL 14 BAGM. I know we just did one, but you know what? The live commentary thing, that's not my thing, really. So I decided I'm going to just do the one I kind of started on my old channel before I went on here with the San Jose Sharks. So it's going to be about probably one or two games played a month, but the rest is going to be simming. But it's not going to be live commentary. I'm just going to go back and actually record it. And it gave me a chance to not pick the Winnipeg Jets. And you know what? I thought I'd pick a more fun team in the Dallas Stars. So you see me here, putting in my name and everything like that. So one of the reasons I picked the Dallas Stars is, the Western Conference is really tough in the NHL, so I thought it'd be a harder challenge to get into the playoffs than picking an Eastern Conference team. I know Winnipeg's in the West, but that leads me to one of my other reasons. They just got new uniforms, and they are absolutely beautiful. And actually, this is the third reason, good timing, is we're going to check out the contracts so you can see what's on the team and what I'm going to be dealing with. So we're going to go through by each position, and obviously Tyler Seguin is going to be a big part of the future. But this Cody Eakin kid that I didn't really know too much about, he's 22, he's got some pretty decent potential there with 3.5 green stars. And we're going to take another look at him right now to get some, well, in a second after you see some of these other guys. Peverly, Horkoff, they're probably going to be traded because, you know what, they're old and they're not going to fit in, and I'm probably going to start a rebuild with this team. But anyways, here's Eakin, 3.5 green stars, actually pretty decent overall. So he might be a guy that I put on the second line for this year to try and get some development out of him and see where he goes. Ray Whitney, that's another guy who's gone. He's just too old. Jamie Benn's obviously going to stay as the captain of the team. This is the other left winger there, 3-star green potential. I'm not too concerned about him. He'll be a good third liner probably, but nothing more than that, even if he develops past that. As you see Ray Whitney here, he's 41. He's not going to fit in this locker room with these Dallas Stars that I like to put on the ice. So he's going to be traded. He's definitely gone. Now we go to the right wingers, and Valery Nichushkin. I think that's good. I think I actually pronounced it right. I might slide him up on the first line so he, Seguin, and Ben can just kind of, he'd be like his slap shot power is really good. His wrist shot power is good. He needs to work on some accuracy. So maybe working with those two. He has the 4.5 gold stars. 4 gold stars. He might actually be able to develop more playing on the first line as opposed to the second line where they have him now. And just taking a look to see what I'm scouting out here. This Alex Chiasson, I'm going to say, I don't know, 3.5 green stars. So they do have some young kids with potential. The problem is a lot of the spots at the top of the lineup are being taken by people like Eric Cole, who is going to be traded most likely. The defense, however, is going to be a bit longer to rebuild, mainly because they have a lot of people who are, the 28, 29, so they're not going to develop anymore. But they don't have much trade value, as you'll see in a bit. So that's going to be the one I'm going to have to focus on, trading for. So somebody like a Sean Horkoff or something is probably going to have to be packaged with one of these defensemen in order to get a quality young defenseman back for these Stars. I know they have Goligoski, but I don't know. He's almost 30. And Kari Lehtinen, he's 29, so he'll be good for now. What you'll see is in the system, as we're going to look at now, is Jack Campbell. He's the one I traded for in the Winnipeg Jets one. So I'm hoping that, I don't have to trade for him this time, so that's great. But I'm hoping that he'll be able to actually develop like I hoped he would for the Winnipeg Jets, so that in a couple of years, he'll be able to take over for Lehtinen. And that would be fantastic to just kind of walk into a new goaltender like that. As we look at the rest of I guess I just did centers here. I kind of forgot to do the rest. I might have run it back. Here's Radek Faksa, I should say. He's our best forward project. I tried to sign Jason Dickinson here. And I was like, you know what? Let's get him locked up. They can only accept this contract, but I need to clear some roster spaces. So that's going to be something to look at when I start to trade people, just to make sure I have roster room. Brett Ritchie is a former World Junior who's probably going to develop. He's only 3.5 yellow stars, but he's only 20, so it gives him a lot of time to develop. He might only be a a third line or a fourth liner, but it'd be nice to have him on the main club. So I'm not doing any trading this video. This is merely the introduction. I'm just showing you what my excuse me, what my actual trade value is I'm working with here. So as you see, not too much, because all these players at the top here are players that I'm obviously going to be keeping. The first one that I'm probably going to trade is Cole, and he's not that great of trade value. As you get down to Steven Robida, Rich Peverley, Sean Horkov, Sergei Gonchar, Ray Whitney, all those guys don't have the best trade value. That's going to have to be finding a team that wants those guys so I can actually get some decent trade value for them. That's going to be the biggest thing. As you see the trade block here, these are the guys that I'm definitely getting off the team. Ray Whitney, Sergei Gonchar, Stefan Robitaille. And as I told you before, Eric Cole, Sean Horkov. I might keep actually Rich Peverley just to play him in the third line. That way, he's a pretty decent penalty killer. Good grinder, so that'd be good to get some defensive presence on the team and on the penalty kill, which is probably something that's going to be lacking if I trade guys like Ray Whitney. Because we'll go through the lines in just a second. And yeah, you see me clearing the trade block there. That's just so I don't, while I'm simulating, get any trade offers from anybody. I did that. I cleared off my block of what I want and what I said I need. So, or sorry, what I want and what I'm giving up. So I just didn't want any actual trade proposals from the computer while I'm simulating. It slows it down, and I never really accept them anyway. So I don't see the point in taking them. Here are the lines that they have before I've made any trade. So this is just going to be what's kind of default here. We're going to go through them quickly. You see Jordy Ben there. He's got, I think he had 4 Red Star potential. So that may be someone I look to build with too, because, keep the brothers together. Yeah, so you see some 4-on-4 lines, extra attacker. All that stuff's going to be changing because I'm going to be changing this team around. So what do you think? What do you think I should do with this Dallas Stars team, I should say? Let me know in the comment section. Hit us up on Twitter, too. As always, thanks for watching. Leave us a like, comment, and please subscribe to the videos. Thanks, guys.